Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hate silver. It's such a frustrating market. It's such a frustrating investment. I'm just kidding. I actually love silver. It has a lot of potential. It has a lot of beneficial factors to it. A lot going for it. But I get it. I get it if you are frustrated. These markets are crazy. And right now we're living in crazy times, so markets are even crazier. So I get it. I get it if you're losing confidence. I get it if you're losing faith. But hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a refreshed confidence in the world of precious metals, more specifically silver, because gold is sitting pretty. Gold is chilling, right? Gold is chilling in the outfield, picking its nose, whatever. But silver is at bat, and it's already has two strikes, and it's on its last leg. But we could get a ball out to left field. I don't know why I'm using baseball metaphors, but the point is that silver still has much more potential than gold to appreciate, and that's just the given hard facts. The gold to silver ratio is still over 110 to 1. Meaning it takes 110 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. That shows that silver is extremely undervalued, or that gold is extremely overvalued. But gold, that's around a natural price, around $1,500, $1,600. That's a natural price for gold. So we know that gold's not overvalued. So that means all that's left, that means is silver is undervalued. And if silver is undervalued, and historically, it's always been in this 50-60 to 1 ratio, actually much lower than that if you want to go to biblical or historical times. But that means that silver is going to appreciate. It's going to appreciate, or gold's going to depreciate. And I think gold is sitting pretty. I think gold is chilling right now. So silver is going to appreciate in value. Regardless of that, spot price can be irrelevant if you want to talk about the intrinsic value of silver, right? Silver has value that is within itself that nobody can take away, regardless of what spot price is, regardless of who says what that coin is worth, what price. It has metal content that is precious, no pun intended, precious in the industrial, technological, and medical world. There's colloidal silver in the medical world. It's used for medical wall paint. It can purify water. Back in ancient Egyptian days, they saw it as magic. It was magical because it could purify water and the way it responded with other elements. So nothing performs the way the silver does, given it's the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. So I want you to share this with your friends and family, anyone who is having their doubts with silver, whether it's you, a friend or family, or someone who doesn't even know about silver. Because a lot of people, I drive in a lot of new investors. Yes, I convert a lot of people into the world of precious metals, and more specifically silver, because there's opportunity here. And not only that, it's the safest, smartest way to preserve your wealth. Guess what, people? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The dollar is crashing. We're not going to have the same monetary system for too much longer. Once upon a time, the US dollar is going to be something much different than it is now. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, times are changing. COVID-19 has exposed the system. And the system is falling. The dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power due to hyperinflation. Pumping out these dollars into a system, making them worthless, trying to get ourselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. It's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card with another credit card. That's not going to work. The gig is up. The truth is exposed. The dollar is exposed. Our financial system is exposed. Our leaders, our trusted leaders, are exposed. The fiat system has never been designed to work. Every single fiat currency-based system has always fallen, has always crashed, has always bottomed out throughout history. Name one fiat-based system that's actually been successful for longer than 100 plus years. Nothing has. So if we want to talk about silver's potential, you have to talk about why it has potential. I could say silver has potential all day, but if I don't give any facts behind it, then there's no truth, right? And I'm here to speak the truth. There's a silver shortage. There's a massive silver shortage. Silver, unlike gold, is scarce. Gold is recycled, it's reused, it's re-scrapped. Gold is always, people dig through their gold chains, selling their grandma's gold necklace, whatever the case is, people recycle gold. They go to their pawn shops, they pawn it, it gets remelted, it gets reused, recycled, rescrapped, whatever. Silver, on the other hand, silver is lost in technology because silver's not profitable. No one's going through their change drawer trying to find, you know, unless you're a silver stacker, no one's doing that, going through the jewelry drawer trying to go pawn a silver necklace. They're pawning the gold necklaces. So silver's lost in technology. No one's taking apart a laptop trying to sell the silver inside of it. No, they're doing that with gold. So silver is lost. So yes, silver comes out of the ground roughly 8 to 1 compared to gold, but the ratio is much smaller if you think about how much gold is actually recycled and how much silver is lost. And since gold is profitable right now, since it's up in value, miners are digging up more gold out of the ground because it's making them money. They're all chasing the dollar. But silver's cheap. Silver is basically valueless, worthless. So miners aren't digging up silver out of the ground. Most silver is found from byproduct. It's found by accident. It's found when they're digging up gold, lead, zinc. So the ratio is actually lower than that. It's probably around 3 to 1 right now. Every 3 ounces of silver is 1 ounce of gold. So why is the ratio, the actual ratio, 110 to 1 if it's only around 3 to 1? That should shed some light on the reality we are living in. If you really see and understand this, you would be extremely bullish on silver, right? The gig is up. COVID-19 has exposed the system. It's exposed it. And we can't beat around the bush. Silver is a way to preserve your wealth against the deflating dollar. If you have $50,000 in a bank account and another $50,000 in gold and silver, the $50,000 in your bank account in 10, 20 years from now is going to depreciate what you can buy. Right now, maybe you could buy a Tesla for $50,000, but in 10, 20 years from now, you will not be able to buy a Tesla for $50,000. The dollar is losing its purchasing power. But if you have that $50,000 in gold and silver, not only will it hold its value, the coins, each and every one of those coins, which $50,000 is a lot of silver, each and every one of those coins will appreciate, maybe double, triple, quadruple in price. So that $50,000 can turn into $100,000, turn into $150,000. Heck, it might turn into $200,000 if you invest into pandas and kookaburras. Think about that. Think about the potential that's here. And if you want to talk about higher silver prices, silver's been $50 twice in the last 30, 40 years. It was twice. People say $50 silver is crazy. It's not possible. But I'm here to tell you that not even 10 years ago, silver was $50. What was happening during those times? The same exact thing that's happening right now. It's just we're in the middle of it, and it's not hit that plateau yet. But the time is coming. The time is coming. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you sitting on the sidelines watching these videos knowing the potential that silver has, or do you have positions in them? Are you balancing your portfolio with gold and silver, right? Because gold can be a store of value. Gold has potential. Gold is a great way to store a lot of value in a small area. You can fit $100,000 of gold in a shoebox. You cannot do that with silver. You can't. So if you want to diversify, which diversity is always key, then yes, gold and silver is the alternative. There is no solution, right? There's no solution. We're screwed when it comes to our fiat-based currency. And you need to invest into, you need to stack fiat dollars, right? You have to. That's food, water, and shelter, right? You have to prepare. You have to prepare and you have to invest because we're talking about our financial future. And the end game, I'll never forget this. Junius Maltby, one of my favorite silver channels. I highly recommend subscribing to him. He was talking about this was years ago. I don't know why I remember certain things when people say things that stick. He was talking about the end game is financial freedom, right? At the end of the day, we're trying to live financially free. And gold and silver is that bridge to get us there, right? Because if you're trying to live financially free, saving up in US dollars or fiat currency is not going to ever work. Because you might save $100,000, but the $100,000 is dwindling every single year because our dollar is deflating. So gold and silver is that time capsule you can put your money in where it holds its value, right? So I don't hate silver. Do you hate silver? See, I'm trying to reflect upon everything that I've learned, everything that I know to my core that makes me have faith in precious metals, even when times are hard. People can easily lose faith. It's very easy, especially right now, as there's so much negativity, as there's so much chaos, as there's so much controversy. So I get it. I get how it can be hard to invest. And right now might not be the best time to buy, but even if you're holding, you're still doing something right. Just hold off. Wait for the markets to blow over. They will recover. They always recover. They have to go up and down. That's how the markets work. They go up, they go down. They go a little bit higher, they go a little bit lower. They go, as long as it's gradually going upwards, that's doing something right. As long as it's gradually going upwards. You never want it to go too high, too fast, because then it's probably going to crash. So you want it to gradually, slowly accumulate upwards, and that's what silver's doing. That's what it's been doing. 2008, silver was what, like $9? It led to $50 silver. Right now, we're sitting at $11.75 silver on the path to $50+. And trust me, it could be a lot higher than $50 because what? You want to talk about crazy silver prices? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're living in crazy times. It's true. So anyways, I don't want to ramble on for too long, but I do just want to recap a little bit, right? Because I talked about a lot. So just to summarize everything, silver has value regardless of spot price. Regardless of spot price, silver has value. It's intrinsic value, which means it has value within itself. Regardless of who says what that coin is worth what, silver has 1 ounce of silver in it, which will always be valuable. It's been valuable for over 6,000 years. So nobody can take that away from it. And it holds its value. And the dollar is depreciating. It's like it's burning. It's like setting it on fire. You're watching your money burn in your pocket, burn in your wallet if you're only saving up dollar bills. So that's not the solution. That's not the alternative. Gold and silver is the alternative. And you can see third world countries where they carry their money in trash bags because their dollar is so deflated. It's been so impregnated, so pumped, so oversaturated, so overused, it's worthless. It's like the purchasing power of a couple pennies. It's like trying to go to the store to buy a candy bar and have to pay 99, dollar bills because the dollar's only worth about as much as a penny is. That's why we need gold and silver. It's like putting your money in a time capsule. COVID-19 is crazy, but gold and silver are the safest, smartest alternatives, especially during these times right now, especially as we're $24 trillion in debt, especially as QE and these monetary policies are devaluing itself, and the feds are exposing the truth of what they really have or what they really own or what they really are doing, right? So anyways, I hope you guys and gals, you silver stackers, don't hate silver. I hope you found this video educational, informational, or just entertaining. And if you did whatsoever, make sure to smash that like button. Everyone go like this video, share this video with friends and family, because silver is definitely in, and trust me, the end game is financial freedom. The end game is financial freedom. Hopefully one day we will all live financially free, and silver is the bridge to get us there because nothing else is, trust me. Stocks are pegged to the US dollar. It's like switching seats on the Titanic. It's all going to come crashing down. And once upon a time, people will say, I told you so. You should have invested in silver. You don't want to be that person on the other end of the stick. You don't want to get the short end of the stick. You don't want to be on the other end of the fence. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe because I post daily videos, 2 to 3 videos every single day. Usually 3 videos. Usually 3 videos a day. If you want the latest, most up-to-date news in the world of precious metals, I am your guy. This is your channel. You finally found it. Congratulations. Thank you so much. This was Silver Slayer. I'm out. Peace.